Welcome to the Productivity series on Microsoft Excel. Let us look into Module 2 of string extraction functions. In Module 1, we saw the usage of len and find functions. Here we will see left, right, and mid function. Also, we will see usage of these functions in combination with len and find functions. Let us quickly recap Module 1. Len function needs only one input, that is the string whose length is to be calculated. Find function returns the starting position of a string within another string. Let's begin with left function. Left function returns the specified number of characters from the start of a text string. It takes two inputs. First input is the text and second input is the number of characters to be returned from left. Similarly, right function returns the specified number of characters from the end of a text string. First input is the text and second input is the number of characters to be returned from right. Mid function returns the characters from the middle of a text string, given a starting position and length. Thus it takes three inputs, the text, starting position, and length of characters to be returned. Let's dive into practical demonstration. Here we have three sample columns: name, email, and contact. Contact column is a combination of country code, state code, and contact number. Email column has email IDs with different domain name. Let's look into achieving the first objective. Splitting the contact column into country code, state code, and number. We can see that it follows a constant pattern. Country code has 4 characters, state code has 2 characters, and contact number has 7 characters. To extract the country code, we will use left function. First input is contact column cell. As country code has fixed length of 4 characters, hence second input is 4. Like left function, to extract the contact number, we will use right function. As number has fixed length of 7 characters, hence second input is 7. Now we will look at extracting the state code. The starting position of state code is 6th from left, which will act as the second input. As we know state code has 2 characters, it will be third input. Thus we have extracted country code, state code, and number using left, right, and mid function. Let's look at second objective of extracting first name and last name from name column. To calculate the length of first name, we can use find function to locate position of space from left. Reducing the position value by 1 will give the length of first name. Thus in find function, put first input parameter space within quotes, second input the cell reference of name column. Now we can use the calculated position of space in left function to extract the first name. The last character position of first name is less by 1 from space position. Thus length will be position of space -1, which is 5 - 1. We can cell reference the position calculated cell to use it to extracting for other names. Thus we have extracted first name using find and left function. To extract the last name, we will need length of the full name so that we can subtract the position of space from it and arrive at the length of the last name. We can see that the length of the 2 last names are different. This method can help in extracting dynamic length of strings using len, find, and right function. Let's subtract the length of full name with position of space to arrive at the length of the last name. Now we just have to pass the cell reference of full name and the length of the last name to right function. Instead of calculating the length separately, the entire expression of calculating length can also be passed as second input in right function. Thus we have made use of len, find, left, and right function to extract first name and last name from full name. Let's look at the final objective to extract the domain name between the symbol @ and .dot in email column. We will need the position of @ and position of .dot to extract the text between @ and .dot. Hence find function will come into play. By adding 1 to position of @ we will get the starting position of text. Next we will find position of .dot. Pass the substring .dot within quotes and email reference cell to the find function to get the position value. Thus, we have the position of @ and position of dot to extract the text between @ and dot. We will pass these inputs to mid function. First, input the cell reference of email. Second, input the starting position of domain name, which is position value of @+1. Third input is position value of dot minus position value of @-1. Thus, we have extracted the domain name by locating positions of dot and using find function and then passing them as inputs to mid function. This brings to the end of this module. Happy learning!